Imagine this. You're reclining on a couch in a dimly lit Athenian symposium, wine flowing like the river Styx. Flute girls sway seductively, their tunics barely clinging. A bearded philosopher debates virtue, while his hand wanders under a young boy's chiton. Laughter erupts as a guest pulls out a cup painted with writhing bodies. Men, women, gods, beasts, in positions that would make modern eyes water. This isn't fantasy. This is ancient Greece. The cradle of democracy? Sure. But also a hotbed of sexual weirdness that history tried to bury under marble statues and myths. Practices so bizarre, so taboo today, they've been whispered as hidden secret tales for millennia. From state-sponsored orgies to ritual kidnappings for love, the Greeks didn't just invent philosophy, they redefined freakiness. Today we're uncovering the top 10 most shocking sexual customs of ancient Hellas. Buckle up, because by the end of this 20-minute deep dive, you'll never look at a toga the same way. I'm Forgotten Truths, your guide to the uncensored past. If you're ready for the raw, unfiltered truth, hit like now and subscribe for more hidden history. Comment Greek freak if you're intrigued. Let's time travel to the wild side, starting at number 10. Number 10, very, very weird methods of contraception. Forget pills or condoms. The Greeks got creative and dangerously dumb with birth control. Physicians Tyrannus advised women to hold their breath during sex, draw their bodies back, then sneeze violently and drink cold water to expel the seed. Others blocked the cervix with sticky wool or wood plugs. Ouch. Hippocrates prescribed jumping backwards 7 times post-coitus to shake things loose. And get this, massive doses of dates, pomegranates, or pennyroyal. Modern science backs some. Pomegranate rind can slash fertility by 72% in lab tests, but overdosing led to poisoning or death. Elite women use silphium, a fennel-like plant so effective it went extinct from overharvesting. Bizarre? Absolutely. But in a world without antibiotics, desperation bred invention. Transition. If sneezing for safety sounds odd, wait till public self-love becomes a punchline. Number 9. Public masturbation was a meme. Diogenes the cynic, that barrel-dwelling philosopher, didn't just bark at society, he jerked off in the marketplace. If only I could satisfy my hunger by rubbing my belly, he'd quip to gawkers. In Aristophanes' play, Lysistrata, Spartans are mocked for chronic wanking, with a herald's massive erection kickstarting peace talks. Vase paintings show satyrs, those horny half-goats, going solo with abandon. Masturbation wasn't taboo, it was normal for slaves or the frustrated. But public? A statement against norms. Romans later called it Greek vice, but Hellas owned it. Mid-video check-in. We're at 9 and it's heating up. Which ones shocked you so far? Sneeze sex or public pulls? Comment below. Smash subscribe, we're diving deeper. Number 8, kissing women was considered weird. Pucker up, not in public. Men kissed men as greetings, cheeks or lips, no biggie. But smooching your wife? A sign of weakness. Pericles, Athens' golden boy, kissed Aspasia daily, and gossips whispered he was woman-whipped. Why? Sexist roots. Women were temptresses, inferior beings who'd ensnare men. Kissing implied equality, a no-no in patriarchal Greece. Husbands locked wives indoors, fearing seduction. Yet in myths, gods like Zeus locked lips, and more, with anyone. Bizarre double standard. Male bonds, sacred. Female affection, suspect. Number 7, state-sponsored prostitution. Solon, Athens' lawgiver, didn't just reform democracy, he built brothels. State-run porneia offered cheap thrills. 1 obol, a day's bread wage, for any act with slaves, male or female. Tax revenue funded Aphrodite's temple. Irony alert. High-end heterae, educated courtesans like Aspasia, who debated philosophy while entertaining. Sacred prostitution in Corinth. 1,000 temple whores honored Aphrodite with sex for donations. Men bragged about conquests. Women, shamed if caught. Cliffhanger. Brothels bad? Wait for the penises that invaded art. Number 6. drawing penises literally everywhere. Phalluses were pop art, herm statues, square pillars with heads and erect dongs guarding doors. Vases showed women watering phallus gardens or riding bird phalluses. Symposium cups hid orgy scenes at the bottom. Drain your wine, get a surprise. Giant wooden dicks paraded in Dionysian festivals for fertility. Even kids' toys had phallic motifs. Why? Apotropaic, ward off evil, but also humor. Aristophanes' plays feature strap-ons and erection jokes. Bizarre to us? Greeks laughed at our prudery. Engagement break, halfway. If phallus overload has you giggling, like now. Comment your favorite Greek god's kink. Share with a history buff. Number 5, adultery far worse than rape. Seducing a married woman, death penalty. Rape, fine or duel? Why? Women were property. Adultery stole a man's air potential. Herodotus tells of kings killing adulterers with radishes shoved where the sun don't shine. Caught in the act, husband could torture freely, castration, branding. Unmarried girls raped, often married the rapist. Misogyny max, female consent irrelevant, honor was male. In myths, Zeus rapes freely, no punishment. Number 4, wild drinking parties turning to debauchery. Symposia, all male bashes starting philosophical, ending feral. 14 to 30 dudes on couches, slaves mixing wine, 3 parts water or blackout. Flute girls danced, stripped, entertained, hired hetairai for intellectual flirtation, and more. Games like Kotobos, flick wine dregs at targets while boasting conquests. Vases show group sex, same-sex romps. Plato's Symposium, tame version, real ones featured orgies. Women excluded, except prose. Transition, parties wild. Spartans took weird to warrior level. Number 3, making your wife more masculine to appear attractive. Spartan weddings, brides shaved heads, donned men's cloaks and sandals, lay in dark. Grooms sneaked from barracks for quickies, then returned. Why? Boys in agoge, military training, had same-sex bonds. Capturing a boyish bride eased transition. Plutarch says it heightened desire via familiarity. Women exercised nude, building muscle, masculine ideal. Bizarre? Gender bending for straight sex. Top 2 incoming, deep breath. Comment too freaky if you're tapping out, but stay for the peak. Number 2, religion and sex, gods gone wild. Myths, porn with plot, Aphrodite born from Uranus's castrated genitals, foaming in sea, phallic origin story. She cheats on Hephaestus with Ares, caught in golden net for divine laughs. Sparks Trojan War by bribing Paris with Helen, punishes braggart with horse-eating curse via magic water. Satyrs, perpetual erection, raping nymphs, masturbating publicly. Festivals, phallus parades, orgiastic Dionysian rites with wine-fueled sex. Temples honored fertility with ritual prostitution. Bizarre? Gods mirrored human kinks, justifying excess. And the number 1 most bizarre? Number 1, pederasty was normal and ritualized. Older men, rastes, mentored teen boys, eromenos, teaching hunting, philosophy, and sex. Cretan origin, ritual kidnapping with dad's consent. 2 months wilderness, bonding, likely starting intercourse early. Gifts followed, armor, ox for Zeus. Sparta, agoge encouraged boy-boy relations for morale. Post-puberty debated. Athens, Plato praised as highest love, nobler than hetero marriage. Intercrural sex, thigh thrusting, common to preserve boys' honor. Vases show it, not pedophilia by their standards, post-puberty teens, but modern eyes, exploitation. Why number 1? Institutionalized across Greece, shaping culture. We've exposed 10 hidden tales. Why secret? Victorian censorship, Christian rewrites. But Greece's openness birthed art, philosophy, fueled by eros untamed. Echoes, modern debates on consent, fluidity. If this blew your mind, comment your number 1 bizarre pederasty meant, or phalluses. Subscribe, share, spread the secrets. Next, Rome's raunchy rituals. Thanks for the wild ride. Stay curious, stay human. Peace.